Welcome back to You're Wrong If You Think Otherwise. This week, or in this episode, I'm going to look at the games that I played for the channel, specifically for this channel and specifically, in 2019, so last year. The games that I did videos on last year. Kind of a special episode. I mean, I made this template for it. But I thought this would be a fun thing to do for the end of the year. Even though this would, I guess maybe I should have done it at the end of last year. But I wasn't doing Tiermaker videos back then. Excuse me, I have COVID, so you have to excuse some sniffles and stuff. Cause that's the worst that happens with that, right? No. The answer is no. Assembly Park. Change the subject. Thimbleweed Park. Come on. Stop. 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 Alright, Thimbleweed Park. It's a good game. Either A or B tier. I think I like it B tier. I would say it's A tier, but I like it B tier. I don't know. A tier feels a little generous. If I'm gonna use S tier, I guess. I still want to say B tier. So, I mean, it's not one of the best games ever. But I guess that's what S tier is for. I don't know. I don't want to give it A tier. It's a good game though. It's a good, solid point and click, but it's not something I would be. If I was gonna recommend point and clicks, Thimbleweed Park isn't the first thing that pops out to me, if I'm being honest. But it was good. Octodad. The original, the controls are not good in the original, so I'm gonna say D tier, honestly, just because the controls were pretty unwieldy and it wasn't always clear what to do. Garfield Kart is of course S tier. I put these in order of like when the videos went up. Garfield Kart is of course S tier. I was having troubles with it, but that was just because I don't have a good setup to play it with. I wasn't able to do some of the moves because of what I used for a controller, so wasn't working well for me. But that's my problem. That's not the game's problem. Garfield Kart is perfect, obviously. Tabletop Simulator, A tier. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's kind of hard for it not to be, unless it didn't have the tools that it gave people to work with weren't very good. Then I guess it wouldn't be a very good game. But you can just put like any board game really into it and then play any board game, and so if you like board games, then it's good. They didn't screw it up at all, so it's A tier. Yeah, good game. Good game to play other games through. Deltarune, A tier. I had a lot of fun with that. It's not really my type of game, and I still had a lot of fun with it just because the story and characters and everything. I really like it. A lot of fun. Limbo. Limbo's a great game, but I'm gonna say B tier just because I didn't love it. I just thought it was fine. I'm excited to play Inside eventually, though. That looks like fun. And I'm less familiar with that than I was with Limbo. So, yeah. But Limbo didn't really surprise me at all. It was Limbo, you know. Life is Strange. I have fun playing Life is Strange just because I do that series with Iggy Me Plus. That's her full name. I don't think I'd have as much fun playing it on my own. It's a stupid game. But the way they do the choices matter stuff is actually pretty neat. Like, it's not nothing. It's not for nothing like some choices matter games are. So, you know, it's not bad, and it's fun. It's corny though. I feel weird putting it on the same level as Thimbleweed Park and Limbo, but it is fun. I'm definitely not gonna put it at A tier. Frog Detective, though, I will say is A tier. Yes. I was almost thinking S tier. I was like, no, I'm using S tier for just like one or two of these. Yeah, Frog Detective, A tier. Oh wait, I was gonna sort these actually. So Deltarune I'll put before Tabletop Simulator, and Frog Detective I'll put before Tabletop Simulator, but not before Deltarune. I prefer the second Frog Detective, I think, just a little bit. Frog Detective 1, I love the humor, and what I love about Frog Detective and later Alligator is how it's like the humor is so right up my alley that sometimes I'll make a joke like about the dialogue, and then that joke is then made in the game, just because like I'm like on the same wavelength as like. Not that I'm as clever as the writing in the game is. I'm not saying that, but like they already know what I'm thinking about what the dialogue is. Yeah, very funny, very very cute, and just like a fun, short little, neat game. I like it. Black Eyed Peas experience. I'm gonna say specifically the Wii one. I know the Xbox one is different, but I was playing for Wii. I'm gonna say F tier. That's a dog shit game. It's not even a game. That's a bad game. I think it's funny to own it, but I have no desire to play this again. I had no indication that the controls were working whatsoever. I don't know if they were or not, if there was any feedback whatsoever. Maybe I was playing it wrong. I don't know. There were no instructions even. So yeah, not a good game. Devin and the Celestial Necropolis. That's a Jason Steele game. It wasn't my favorite. It's not really. It's like barely a game. It's just really like a short story from him. And out of the short stories I've read from him, not my favorite. Didn't stick out as much, which is honestly kind of disappointing a little bit, just because I was excited to see stuff with Devin. I like that whole like running kind of story thing in the month of videos he does, and this was just like, I don't know. I wasn't totally into it, but you know, it's not bad. It's fine. I think I'll just say D tier because it's not really a game very much. I don't know, and I just didn't really love it. So yeah, D tier. Mr. Capital, good Game Jam game, which I didn't realize it was at first, but it is a Game Jam game. Good little like proof of concept. I'd love to see it as like a more fleshed out thing in the future. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That, you know, a lot of Game Jam games are like kind of control or like concept control scheme concept type things that then don't really get used in the future. But I would love to see something like that with this. Because sometimes they are. I think maybe Baba Is You is a Game Jam game at first. Maybe. I'm not sure. Octodad was made for like a school thing, I think. Mr. Capital, I think I'll say C tier just because it's so short. It's just like a concept. It's just a Game Jam game. But I really like the start of it. Like what it could become potentially. Party for a Pig. These are also, I think, mostly Game Jam games. These three Anime 404 games. I'm not sure. He does a lot of Game Jam games, and these are all pretty short. So I think maybe it's hard to tell sometimes when they're Game Jam games or not. For his games, I mean. Party for a Piggy Porridge Picker. Not much going on there. I did say I think it would be good for like to show a kid a video game, like if it's like, hey, this is what video games potentially are for a kid. But I'll say D tier just because it's so bare bones. I think these are all D tier, honestly. So the Silence in One Fell Swoop and Donut Dearest for different reasons, though. Not because they're so bare bones, but because they're hard. I found them to be difficult, and it wasn't entirely clear what to do in Donut Dearest. I don't want to quite put Donut Dearest in F tier, but I did think it was not clear what I was supposed to be doing, and I think I've watched videos where people got further, and it's still not entirely clear. Mean Green's Plastic Warfare. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine game. I don't know. If you like that type of thing, nothing wrong with it. It's a shooter. You face off against other people. It's, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. I have nothing to say about that game. Octodad, Deadliest Catch. It's great. I love Octodad, Deadliest Catch. I'll say A tier. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's better than Tabletop Simulator. Actually, I'll just say, yeah, A tier. They get right there everywhere it goes. Oh, I haven't really been sorting these. But this seems about right, actually. Yeah. I'll say Mean Greens before Mr. Capital, even though I think I enjoy Mr. Capital better, but Mean Greens is like a full game, and it's, you know, a decent game. Octodad Deadliest Catch, great. Like, they fixed the controls to make it a lot more playable, but still, like, that it's that good amount of difficulty in the controls. Nice story. I wish I had longer and more locations, but it's fine. Yeah, good game. I would like thumbs up. Half-Life. I recently finished Half-Life. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, actually. My feelings on Half-Life are very mixed, and I think I go into details in the last video for Half-Life. Either B tier or C tier. I think I'll put it at the bottom of B tier. There's a lot of frustrating moments in Half-Life where I don't know what to do. There's a lot of fun stuff, but there's just so much frustration and stupidity as well. So I don't know. I'm really conflicted about that game. Detective Pikachu is a pretty simple game. I haven't finished it yet. I'll say it's B tier. It's fun, and it's, you know, it's got that nice Nintendo polish on it. So I'll say it's. I like it better than Limbo, but I know Limbo's supposed to be a really good game. I'll say it's better than Limbo, but I mean, I'll say I like it better than Limbo. I don't think it's better than Limbo. So yeah, I'll put it there. I don't know if I would have as much fun with it as I do if I wasn't playing it with Meat Plus, like I have with Life is Strange. Mystery Veggie Island, you know, this is one I played as a kid, so I'm probably biased. But let's see where I'm gonna put it. So I'm not sure yet. Let me see. That is why we're here. Mystery Veggie Island. This is a VeggieTales game. In case it wasn't clear. I'll say this is C tier. It's, you know, it's a good nostalgic game. It's good for children. I think children would have a lot of fun with this. I don't think I would have as much fun if I played it for the first time today. Yeah, I'll put it at the bottom of C tier, but it's a good game for kids. The Garfield LCD handheld. I can imagine someone having a lot of fun with this in the car, like for hours on end, or however long the battery lasts. Maybe you have to have like double A's on hand. But I can imagine this is a fun game for as far as LCD games go. The controls are maybe not great, so I'll say it's C tier. Because it's so simple, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C tier as well. Busy Town, along the same lines as Veggie Island. It's less of a game, I think. It's a lot of it is just pressing buttons and making things happen. I mean, you can get stuff wrong. It's interactive. I don't know. It's a really nice looking game. It's like a pleasant experience, especially for kids, I think. So I think maybe like right in front of Veggie Island, just because of the design on it, all the nice artwork and stuff. Veggie Island doesn't have as much of that, I think. Even though I think it's more of a game. I think this is nicer to look at, and I don't know. Kind of going best on that. The 4th of July, 2019, 4th of July Google Doodle, that little baseball mini game thing. Not really much of a game, but some of these aren't. C tier? Is that too generous? That does feel too generous. It is pretty well made and has nice art and stuff. I'll put it under Octodad. Yeah, that seems good. 7-Eleven app. Is it better than the Black Eyed Peas experience? What is the better video game? 7-Eleven the app or the Black Eyed Peas experience for Wii? Is it better? I'll say it's not better than the Black Eyed Peas experience. I'm sorry. Black Eyed Peas experience is the better game out of that. Pokecord. Pokecord is fun. It's a fun little experience. I don't think it's around anymore, so that's a shame. I'll say Pokecord is better than the Garfield LCD game. So there you go. That's how you know. Pokecord is fun to use as in like a really bare bones Pokemon way. It scratches that itch of Pokemon for me, where you just catch Pokemon and name them and stuff. But Pokemon Go, it's like Pokemon Go in that way, but I think it's better than Pokemon Go, honestly, for scratching that itch. Because Pokemon Go is less forgiving, I think, and you have to work together with people more, which is harder because you have to do it in real life. And and the battles, I've never been able to successfully do any sort of battle in Pokemon Go. I don't understand how that stuff works. Garfield trivia game. This is like an Apple II question game, so it is what it is. A lot of these are exactly like, you know, it is what it is. D tier. The questions are a lot of questions in this game are also not very good. I should maybe almost even say F tier. I'll put it here. Yeah, I don't know why. That seems like a good spot for it. Fishbowl. I remember I was thinking for a second, like before I started, like I think I know where I'm gonna put Fishbowl, but now I don't remember. I think D tier was where I was gonna put Fishbowl. That's not the final place I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna sort, but just, Fishbowl. It has nice art. The concept is cool. It's a cool short little game from Mason Lindroth, who's a very creative guy. But the controls are pretty stiff, in my opinion, which makes it too hard for me to even try to approach, because I'm not good at video games. So like I don't know. I think I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I feel like those were stiff controls. Which I don't know. Maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's like an actual like just a way you can design games to be hard. But in my opinion, I feel like that's not a good way to play games. It's not fun. So Fishbowl. There. I think I want to put it in front of Google just for the style of it. You know, it's got some creative visuals. Later Alligator, the best game of 2019 probably. So I'm gonna say here, Deltarune. No, I'll say it's better than Deltarune even, which is from 2018. Deltarune Chapter 1, specifically. Still waiting on that Chapter 2. It's maybe gonna come out this year, but there's only a few days left of the year, so we'll see. Later Alligator, yep, best game of 2019, if you ask me. I just love the humor, love the animation. It's a fun mini games game. The story, I feel like left a little something to be desired for me. Maybe my expectations were too high, but I mean, maybe I feel like maybe I because I was like misjudging the time. You know, you have to check your watch in the game to see, well, like, oh, I have to finish before the starts or whatever. I'm gonna bleep that word out. Before the event starts. It's not really a big spoiler, but just in case. Yeah, and because of that, maybe I didn't experience the story totally correctly. I'm not entirely sure. But still my favorite game of 2019, I think. I Love You, Colonel Sanders. This is the KFC dating sim visual novel. Not really dating sim, whatever. This is fun and funny. You know, I don't want to be too generous with it, so I'll say B tier. Is it better than Half-Life? Is I Love You, Colonel Sanders better than Half-Life? I mean, it's definitely less frustrating, but the rewarding parts aren't as rewarding. So I'll still say Half-Life's better. Smooch Michael Myers. I almost said Mike Myers. No. Smooch Mike Myers. Smooch Michael Myers. You know, this is a nothing game. This is it's not anything. It's a visual novel with two different endings that are the same ending. So yeah, sorry. You can't. It's like, I don't want to be harsh on it because it's. I mean, it's not a game. Your Halloween Boyfriend, though, I'll say that's C tier. That may seem a little generous, but for what it's supposed to be, I think they did a good job. I think it's a well-executed little fan fiction text adventure type thing. So if that's what you're looking for, I think they did a decent job. And I'll say it's better than Garfield LCD. The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. Now, I didn't really play enough of this to judge it fairly. I did watch a playthrough of it, and it seems like it's a really unforgiving, hard game. but people who want to play that, if it kind of know that at this point, I don't know. I can't judge like how the controls feel because I didn't play enough of it. But just judging from what I've seen, it's creative. It's a very of that era of The Simpsons type game. With you know that blue shirt Bart marketing, that type of thing. This is green shirt Bart. B tier? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a classic for people looking for like a hard game. That's like a good challenge of a video game. I think it's like a challenging arcade type game. And I'll say it's better than I Love You, Colonel Sanders, but for me, it's not more fun than Half-Life. The rating I'm giving this is not really based on how much I would enjoy it. I would not enjoy it. Eggs for Bart. This is a wonky fan-made game, and the controls and everything are not great. It's F tier, honestly, but you know, it's like just like with Smooch Makumaos, you can't really judge it too harshly. Well, maybe you can, because this got a lot of people played this. It got a pretty big following, and it's like, why? But it's not. I don't know. I was gonna say it's not bad. It is bad. I'll put it here, honestly. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, Game Boy Advance, Secret Code. It's the name of the video that I did for it with Tad. Had some fun playing it with Tad and riffing on the game, but the game itself kind of hard. I don't know. Maybe it'd be easier to play on an actual Game Boy Advance. What? No, I didn't emulate it. What? Shut up. No, I didn't. C tier. No, D tier. I mean, it's a nice looking game. The controls aren't good. Or not. It's not. No, it's not even just. It's not the controls. The controls actually seem pretty decent. Just the way. I don't know. Maybe it's just that first fight with the pterodactyl ghost, the pterodactyl ghost. You can't really get like you can't get at him. I don't know. It's not. It's hard. It's not. But it looks like a lot of work was put into it, and it's decent. Just they didn't. It's too hard. I mean, yeah. So was Fishbowl, so it go hand in hand. And there's a lot more of this game, so yeah, I'll say that it's better than Fishbowl. The recurring thing here is these do not have good controls. Well, no, Scooby-Doo 2 does have decent controls. I don't know. Minecraft, of course, S tier. I'm not going to rank the S tier games. I'm not going to put them in any particular order. Minecraft is S tier. I mean, come on. It's Minecraft. I don't really have anything else to say about that. It's Minecraft. What do you want? This isn't really clear what this is. This is that Uno online card game that we played instead of Tetris. So it's Tetris. Oh, did I not put Tetris Friends on here? Oh, I forgot Tetris Friends. Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot Tetris Friends. I don't know how. How did I forget Tetris Friends? Oh God. I could have sworn... I think they were the Tetris Friends logo in the image folder I used for this, but I didn't... It didn't go through for some reason. Tetris Friends, I'll say is B tier, and I would put Tetris Friends between... Maybe I can edit this in somehow. Probably not, but I would say Tetris Friends is between Half-Life and Bart's Nightmare. Yeah. It's a good Tetris online experience. Better than Tetris 99, but I'll get into that soon. That's another thing coming up on the channel, so I'm not going to say exactly what I'm talking about, but later this week. It's a shame Tetris Friends is gone. It was a good multiplayer online Tetris experience and just a good way to play Tetris in browser. This Uno online multiplayer card game, this like kind of browser Uno thing someone made. This is not a great way to play Uno. It's not. It doesn't have this. It doesn't give like. It doesn't itch to scratch of wanting to play Uno. I already used that for something else earlier, but it's not a satisfying Uno experience. I'll say D tier because it's not trash. You know, they ported Uno successfully. It just doesn't feel. It doesn't have the satisfying feeling of playing Uno. Uno is so satisfying game. No, but like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It just does. It's not because it's just such a flat, unstylish version of it. It's just like with the way the UI looks and everything. It doesn't do the job. The Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause for Game Boy Advance, I think. I wasn't playing this one. That was Matt controlling it. Same with the Home Improvement game. So I'm not sure, but it you know, for a game based on the Santa Claus, they didn't do a great job like relating it to the movie. It's just a platform game with Santa Claus in it. So, and the platforming looks okay. The controls seem like they're fine, maybe. So I'll say it's D tier. Yeah, that seems about right. Home Improvement. This is a wonky one. They actually, even though this one has nothing to do with the game Home Improvement, it's just like using dinosaur times and stuff. That's like funny at least, and he does look like Tim Allen. It looks like Tim Allen's character from Home Improvement, and he has like a multi-purpose like tool. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like this is a little better than the Santa Claus game. I don't know. There's more going on. There's more personality. I don't know. Even though it has less to do with the thing it's based on, it's funnier. I don't know. Hannah Montana Wireless Quest. I don't know if this game is always broken or it was just that the version we were playing was broken, but it was broken when we were trying to play it. I remember it being like kind of interesting. It's at least D tier. It's not, the nostalgia isn't as good for like something as Busy Town or Mystery of Veggie Island. You know, it's a cheap little flash game, and I feel like even when it was working properly, if it ever was, then you know, the way they tell you stuff, the way you tell you what to do isn't like great. It's kind of random. So. It's, yeah, I mean, because these are like at least functioning platformers, and this is a functioning version of Uno, but even when this was functioning, it's like what is the game supposed to be? So at the bottom of D tier, yeah. Friday the 13th, the game, I haven't played a lot of this. I think I've only played as much as I did in that one video I did. So I don't know. I can't judge it totally fairly, but it seems fine. this is kind of like Mean Green's Plastic Warfare, where it's like, yeah, I mean, if this is what you're looking for, they do a decent job, I guess. It's not really my thing. And I'd say it's less of my thing than that even. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it next to the other game with Jason. Isn't that one yet? Yeah, the other game with Jason in it. Because I have more fun playing all these others. So I'm gonna put it there. That seems fine. Yeah. All right. There you go. There's my games I played in 2019 tier lists. Yeah, this seems fine. A lot of games in D tier. How about that? That's all I have to say about that. Huh? How about that? That's it. These are the games. Good. Not so good. Okay. Bye.